Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, January 14th. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of SPY IWM and Triple Qs. This will be my last video until Tuesday morning, as I'll be leaving soon for the day. Have a safe and happy long weekend. Again, thanks for all the likes and subscribing. Getting close to 1,400 subscribers. Let's keep boosting this up and get it up to 1,500. Really appreciate it. Hope these videos help. So, just like yesterday was a trend day down, which a lot of people haven't seen. Well, today's action so far early is also something that used to be normal, as you get the continuation of what transpired the following day. As right now, all three of these indices with just about an hour to go prior to the opening are looking to gap lower. A lot of work the bulls now have ahead of them to reach all-time highs. First and foremost, they have to stop the bleeding. Right now, SPY and ES, we said it was in a 3-day balance. Well, as you can see, here's the 11th low. Now, it's pre-market. If we just take it out and come back in, I would still consider it a 3-day balance. But if you start getting any kind of acceleration and tempo into the 10th, well, then it becomes a 4-day balance. And I'm telling you, there's not much there to that low of January 10th. As far as the overnight high right now, it's 465.95. The overnight low is 460.58. If we gap lower, yesterday's low of 463.44 obviously becomes an upside destination. So, what is the game plan? Again, there's an hour to go. It's going to be very interesting if we gap towards the bottom of a 3-day balance. That low is 462.05, which means the gap is about $1.39, $1.40. It's not that big a gap, but you want to see what kind of reaction you get against the balance low. Gap rules are important, but balance rules are just as important. So what I'm trying to say is if you gap lower, but basically hold this or just come back under it and back in, then I'd be careful on that gap. But if you gap lower and cannot get back inside of the 11th range, like I said, there's pretty much a vacuum down here. All you have is the afternoon pullback low and the daily low. Remember, you're getting tremendous ranges. So who cares if you miss the first trade here on the opening? You're going to get multiple opportunities again. So, first trade I would look for is to see where it opens and what kind of acceptance or rejection we get at the 11th low. If you get rejection and come back over the opening, you could actually take a long to fill the gap. But by no means do I think they're going to come back and take back this whole day. Just keep that in mind. But at least you'd probably fill the gap, and then you see what happens to the price probe, which is very, very large, right? I mean, that goes to L's low is 465.55. And then our overnight high is about 40 cents higher than that. So that's one call play. On the flip side, if you do gap lower and do start getting acceptance below here, any kind of tempo and volume, you can jump on a short now because, again, that 7-wide POC, again, I like 9 or better. There's nothing really to that afternoon pullback low all the way down at the 458 level. And then you have that daily low of 456.60. So things can get pretty dicey for the bulls, okay? So that's a short play. That's a possible call play. If in the next hour we open either with a small gap holding the balance low, I would not take the short right away. The first short I would then take is against the price probe. And I'd hold it until, say, M's high. Right? We had a triple distribution day. You will treat today as 3 separate days. M's high to the day's low, K's low to J's high, C's low to the day's high. So it's a lot of work for the bulls. And plus, don't forget, they still have the 11th that they never took back. We left 2 little sets, 2 single prints here and this one. So there's a lot of work for the bulls to do. So again, especially with lower value to start, I would absolutely look for a short against L's low. Any acceptance above M and filling these single prints, then I'd get out. And again, I wouldn't take another short again until we probably got to the afternoon rally high. So on the flip side, if in the next hour we gap even lower, I might even take a call play against the 10th since it's the bottom of a 4-day balance. And then below that, we have the 456.31 daily low and then filling the gap at 455.40. So all early plays. Volume is pretty good again, 1.3 million. And basically these plays, on the intraday go for the same thing in Russell and Qs. And then on the chart, so here's your weekly. Remember, we had an outside week down last week. Monday was beautiful, went down, and then all of a sudden, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday morning, they pushed straight back up. Well, guess what? Now we're below last week's low by $3 pre-market. So what is your ultimate destination? The bottom of this 4-week balance. The bottom of this 4-week balance basically entails our monthly low from last month. It's only January 14th. If sellers get going, you actually have a possibility of an outside month down after an outside month up. So a lot going on here. Okay? And then on the daily, like I said, you're in a 3-day balance. You're going to be taking out today's low on a gap. Now, again, charts are very subjective. You can call it down, obviously, or you can call it balance. I'm not sure, I'll see what I would call it. If the gap holds and everything else, I'd probably call it down. If we test this day's low and come back pretty good, I might just call it a big balance. I'll see when I come back on Monday how it acted and how we close. And look at this. You also have kind of a double bottom here at this 456.60 level. So this right here, the first time I would take a long against that and the gap. You might get responsive buying the first time at this level. If you don't, well then watch out because the monthly low becomes a major, major target. Again, good luck trading today. Thanks for subscribing and liking. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you prior to the opening on Tuesday.